Paime, 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 paime miare, haipe parhamiare we equameha, haipe parhamiare we equameha, paime, 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 paime miare, hia mo, hi tare e mainok, hia mo, pare hokinok, paime, 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 paime miare, haipe parhamiare we equameha, haipe parhamiare we equameha, paime, 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 paime miare.
I'm Greg Krugerman. We're in the back of one of our original buildings, which was used to make pickles here in Frogtown.
I'm Carl Krugerman. Our father picked out this area so he could continue the trade he learned in Germany and make pickles here.
The business goes back to my great-great-grandfather. And through the generations, they survived World War I. And after World War II, the factory was in the Russian sector. And socialism, communism, you weren't allowed to have your own business. So we escaped out of East Germany in November of '61, 4 weeks before they built the wall. Back then, you wanted to call it everything but Frogtown.
We called it Silver Lake if we wanted to be cool.
Yeah, if you
or
wanted
we'd
to be
just
cool.
say we live in LA. You'd say you live in LA. You did not say you were from Frogtown, which meant you were associated with the gang.
$13,000 for this property that we're sitting on with a house on it and a little wooden unattached garage. We were three brothers, and we had big buildings and big warehouses. We roller skated, we did things ourselves. The river was off limits.
At some point, they really fenced in the river. They didn't want you to trespass, to go into the river zone at all. And we wouldn't say LA River, we just call it the river.
The river, yeah.
Down by the river. You know, we gave everyone a chance who came to the door. If somebody had a felony record, it doesn't matter.
Everybody was from the neighborhood because they could walk here. The moms who walked their kids to Alessandro, stopping on their way back and working for 5 hours bottling something.
Last California farmer we had was something like 10, 15 years ago, and then everything shifted to Mexico, and it was really sad to get away from the California cucumbers. They couldn't get the labor to do the work anymore. Everything keeps getting further and further away, and the transportation gets more complicated. If this business was to continue, you'd have to move down to Arizona or Texas.
Yeah.
On the other side of the border, where you could build a beautiful, big, modern plant. The cucumbers come over the border, they're there the next morning. I kind of think back about it 10, 20 years ago. It was getting harder and harder to get people to do this type of work?
It can't go on. We just can't go on, and physically, if I keep going that hard, drop dead here next year, 2 years, it's over anyway.
Who better to dismantle this business than him and I? I mean, we know what's in these buildings, we know what to do with these machines, we know what, to treat the customers. To see these properties, these homes be $1 million, we never foresaw that. We never saw that coming. This pickle factory doesn't fit into this neighborhood anymore. If you wanted to, let's say, turn the whole block into a pickle company and just do massive production and get trucks in and out of here with the cars parked to go to the bars and everything, it wouldn't work anymore. The people you knew that lived here for 20, 30 years, all the families that grew up here, a lot of them can't afford to live here anymore. There's a lot of anti-gentrification, people trying to slow things down, but you can't stop that momentum. You might be able to make it go around that way for a while, but if it's gonna work that way forward, it's just gonna happen. You can't stop it.
It was great to see your stuff on the shelf. It was great to be on TV. It was great to kind of think you're a little bit of famous. Yeah, walk into the store, that's me right there. Those are my pickles, which is really, really cool.
It was a conversation piece. You'd go to a party and there would be 5 doctors there, but you were the guy who made pickles.
Here we go. We're gonna go on our route. We're gonna go down Avenue 28. When I was a kid, there was a lot of accidents on the street. We learned to call it the Cypress Avenue Speedway because everyone was racing down the street. Oh, there's Danny right there. Hey, Danny. Hey, what's up, man? Gonna make a left here on Gay Street. We're a small little community. Linda's house right here. And then we're coming up here to Margarita's house, the old senior. I used to come and pick up her grocery list and her groceries right here. So I would stop here, pick up the list, get the cash, get back on my bike, and then turn here on Cypress Avenue and Gay Street, and then head down to the market. Then the old Divine Savior Church here. I came to school here. I got my catechism and stuff like that here. So here on Cypress and Jeffries, I would hang a right. And I love going down the street here because and it still is, and it used to be, and it's always been such a beautiful looking street. You just saw the pride and people who live here. They had these nice craftsman homes. Some of the old families still live here. I did see some for sale signs. I have a friend, Marisol, that we used to skate together when we were kids, and she's from this house right here. And there's a combination of Asians and Chicanos that live here. That's Alfredo's dad. He doesn't remember me at all. It's been a long time. There's fences up now, but back then there was no fences. These homes are selling for $1 million today. $1 million. Here in our little old Cypress Park because of the economy and gentrification and all that. If you went down Avenue 28 and down, you would hit pockets of gang members. And sometimes they hung out here too. See, for sale. That little house right there for sale. What's up, guys? Llevo años de no venir por aquí. What's up, Mario? Man, Mario, you look the same, man. You look sharp. I'm 47 years old. I was 10 years old when I used to come around here. That guy's still there doing the same old thing, just drinking, having a great life. Then I was just turned in here into the market, the old Figueroa market. Now it's Harbor Freight. And next door to here, that was actually a little Mexican restaurant. And the wing stop there was a pharmacy that was owned by a Chinese family. And the Panda Express there was actually a music store where you bought CDs and cassette tapes. And then the donut shop was always there. There's things that change and there's things that don't change. Like those guys over there. Same old traffic. So I'll go up right here on Cypress Avenue, head north. And just enjoy the ride. Okay. What's up, dude? No one's coming, no one's coming. No one's coming. That's cool.
Le caiga a mi fiesta paisa, hay que todos bailar y gozar. Adelante, caminante, pedaleando, roleando por el paisaje, paisaje.
So that's the callus in my hands. I seen an old school paisa do that. I'm like, what? And I was like, wait, I got these.
I'm Gnarly Charlie. My real name is Carlos Hinojosa.
I teach gymnastics and parkour to at-risk youth.
I'm a street athlete. Started with skateboarding, moved into gymnastics, parkour, and then leaked into graffiti.
I learned gymnastics at Elysian Valley in Boyle Heights. I went there because I wanted to be like Spider-Man.
Back before bridges, I would cross from Cypress Park to Frogtown through like this rock hopping section. And if you mess up, you'll get wet, but it's cool because I always wear huaraches anyway. But the fun part was to try to make it across without getting the huaraches wet.
Let me see what you got. Let me see what you brought to trade. Is it worth it? You getting paid? This system gonna fade away.
I realized there's not enough bike lanes, and I was really angry. And I was like, I can get mad and write poems, or I could start a punk band.
Whatever my ideas are, my poems don't sound as cool, but when there's like guitar riff and like some power chord and like beat, it's a little easier to swallow.
So I started this band called Pedal Strike with some of my best friends I used to ride bikes with. Most, if not all, the songs are like about a bicycle, but you'll never hear the word bike. Kind of talk about like my Iron Horse or my Pegasus. You know, like kind of personify it into something cooler. And it really is. It's just 3 triangles that gets you around the city.
The clash, right? Puts you on game. You're like, first you're just bobbing your head and like, oh, he's spitting some facts. You know, like we need to stand up for our rights. But then that was all from the UK though. Then I realized, oh shit, I got a whole other identity. I wanted to stay away from it because punk and like Isa didn't go. But then I'm like, but yes, they do. In the turntable, this event, I called it Barter Town. And we encourage people to bring something to trade.
It was beautiful. People brought things, and there was no money involved. We activated like this open land that wasn't being used.
I had a lot of the POC homies pull up that I used to ride bikes with, the punk rockers, and it was like everyone coming together. Even some cholos pulled up. It was beautiful. And I hate to say it, but I think I inspired a lot of people to party there because now there's people partying there that I don't even know who they are anymore. I'm like, all right, cool.
Gotten through graffiti, through skateboarding, because I would like mob the name of my skate team, Skate Locals, on my grip tape. And it just naturally lended to using the world as my canvas. I would do the same thing here and there.
Hey.
Luckily, I've only been shot at once. And, you know, just life was crazier back then, I think.
Back in the day, the homie Yoshi lived on Drew Street. But at the time, like early 2000s, Drew Street was like, you know, on gangland. I don't know if you've ever seen that show, but you needed to have like a green light to get in there. Like you knew somebody.
And it's not like that today.
No. I'm sure everybody walks on Drew now, walking their dogs. I think they have like yoga and gastro pubs.
You know, sometimes you're craving something. I'm not craving yoga. Support gente, you know? Instead of going to the deli or the bistro, go to La Marqueta. Check in with La Virgen right there. Go to La Guadalupana. Like there's still a lot of brown spaces where locals are holding it down. It's nice to like walk through those places again with a fresh set of eyes and seeing it and being like, whoa, I'm taller. That's why I still love living here, because I'm like, been here like for a minute. Don't get me wrong, I've traveled, I've experienced different places, but the further I go, the more I realize this is where it's at.
Mis pies dando vueltas, la alma contenta, lo que plantas cosechas, así que está trucha, pero sigue la lucha. Y sigue. ¡Au! Te van a buscar.